Right now I'm standing at A565. Just across me, this is St. Faith's Church at Great Crosby. So this area is basically called Waterloo, and a little further down it's Crosby. After all, like Crosby and Waterloo, they are together. So you can see on the post we have the name Waterloo. And main Waterloo town center is a little down that way towards the right. And look at these houses, like their design reminds me of some fairy tales. Aren't they amazing? So the day was a little cloudy. Still you can see it's a little overcast, but the sun has appeared finally towards the evening. So I'll take you towards the other side. Jaywalking is definitely not good, but I'll hold on here. Alright, I'm waiting for the light to turn green, because if I cross right now, this could be dangerous. Now I think it'll turn green. Oh no. What's wrong? By now it must have turned green. Yep. Let's go. And then you see this board here. Next concert 15th June, that's already passed, they haven't changed it. I wanted to see this concert, but unfortunately could not manage time, though I just live across there. And maybe they change it for next time, because they have I think every month. So I'd love to see this concert one day. Right now I'm walking along Kingsway. So you can see some old houses, but what they do is, when like the new tenants come, or like they sell the houses, what they do is they renovate or refurbish the houses. So some look new, like look at this. This one looks relatively new because they refurbished it before handing over to the new customer, new buyer. And on this side we have somewhere here Kingsway Surgery. That's a GP, doctor's clinic. Could be somewhere here, but the sky is still cloudy. Rain is building up and the sun is setting on that side, and light breeze. It's cool. The temperature highest this year so far was last Wednesday. It hit 27 degrees, and that was some heat. Otherwise, like, oh yeah, here, this is what I was talking about earlier. And obviously dental practice is here as well. A little expensive, people say. Some beautiful plants in the yard of these houses. Oh, look at that. Buddha's sculpture. So this is Kingsway. Look at these plants, look exotic. Now we are into a quieter residential area. You can see all the cars parked here because today being a Sunday, I don't think people went to work, so their cars are home as well. Even if they had been to work, they would have returned by now. So I'm taking you to a park which is called Rimrose Valley Country Park, and this park is not a park in the sense of a garden, because mostly we misunderstand park as gardens. This is more of a national park sort of park. Look at those flowers, look like artificial flowers, but they are natural. And these red roses, wow, amazing. Look at that one single flower. Looks like a whole bouquet. And now, one interesting thing, like when you come to an Anglophone environment, you learn different things, right? For example, here you see a board that says no tipping. Now, when I was not here, I knew tip in the sense like the tip of something, like tip of your tongue, or maybe to give money to, like in a restaurant you give money to servers and all, that's tipping. So but here tipping also means to throw garbage. So if you throw garbage here, no tipping, maximum fine 3,000 pounds. That's more than a common man's 1 month's salary, so you would not dare doing that. And one thing I forgot to tell you, this is your community allotment. This is a new concept. We don't have this in our place, because here people have farms. Those who are farmers who own land or like take land in lease and farm, they have their own plot of land. But here mostly the houses are designed by builders and built up. Now where you go if you have the hobby of gardening and all, so this community allotment is for you. This is called Sefton Green Gym. Like people have small area here where you can grow your own vegetables and everything. I don't know how it functions, but this is basically that. And now we are in the Rimrose Country Valley Park. Oh, Rimrose Valley Country Park. Look at this. A wooden board and these flowers. Quite impressive, colorful, vibrant. Some are pretty new to me. I had never seen them. You can look at that. Okay, let's move on. You see my shadow, and the house is like shining bright when the rays of sun fall on them for this last hour of the day. And this is pretty much a Rimrose Valley Country Park. Look at these little wild flowers. Look at the color. Wow. And the sun is shining bright, so they look amazing. And one thing I must show you here, is these little yellow flowers. I think they are called buttercups. But I want to show you this. Do you remember this? This looks like dandelion, but it's different. It's much bigger. Yeah. And let me check if I can blow it or not. This looks pretty strong. Can't blow. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, now this is how the seeds of plants get dispersed through wind, like wind carries them away. So we have a trail here. We can walk along. Mostly people come to this park to walk their dogs. Even like people from this pet care business, like they take care of other people's pets, dogs and all, so they come here to walk the dogs of their clients. And the most common bird here is that one. Look at that, it's running away from me. It's a magpie, a black and white bird. Look at that. Plain beauty, black and white. Now, this is a trail for bicycles. You can of course walk along. This is a part of Transpennine Trail, they call it. And few buttercup flowers here and there, and this blackberry bush. See, the grass has grown tall now. Earlier there was not much. Look at this puppy, little one. Hey. That bush looks beautiful with pink flowers on it. Look at that. And as the breeze brushes past them, like they wave. How amazing is that? You can hear the cooing of these wood pigeons. Is it this one, the cooing? No, it's cooing somewhere else, calling its partner. This one is there. And then I got scared because last time while I was walking along, I heard several gunshots, and when I turned my head and looked towards the gunshots, like I saw some sparks of fire, like maybe bullets, and then like a number of these wood pigeons flew away. Some hunters might have tried to hunt them down. So now we are moving towards the canal, and along this path you can see that there are sensor lights fit. So as it grows darker, these lights will turn themselves on. You can see there these lights. There's still 1 hour or more of daylight, I suppose. And voila, we've arrived at the canal. Look at these ducks and that moorhen taking rest. Now to talk about this canal, this is Liverpool Leeds Canal. So before locomotives were invented, maybe this canal, this waterway was used for transportation. Like there would be these long canal boats that would take you from Liverpool to Leeds. Even now, you can have a fun ride, a weekend holiday trip on those boats that take about 2 days to go along this canal from Liverpool to Leeds. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. These Canada goslings, I can't express myself. Like, they were hatched, it feels like a couple of weeks or 2-3 weeks ago, and now look at them. My goodness, it's a whole flock of them. And look at that one. That one is the guard coming towards me. I know, like, it's alert, but like, these are a little friendlier because when people come around here, they feed them breadcrumbs and grains and all sort of things. But I feel like we should allow them to forage for themselves and find natural food instead. Hey buddy, hey, come here. Oh, what a splash. And here we do have some goslings, which are still little ones, fluffy little goslings. Now after a few days these will also grow too big. Oh no, but these are not goslings, these are like moorhen chicks. Yeah. Look at that. Do it again, man. Oh, look at that. They hiss like a snake if they have to warn you. So I thought these were also goslings when I looked from a distance, but they are moorhen chicks. So this canal is about 200 kilometers long from Liverpool to Leeds, and I'll take you along this for a while and just divert away from it and take you towards Waterloo town center. Now something interesting, those birds that flew away just now, they are black, and in our part of the world whatever is black, whatever looks like that is a crow. But here I realized that there are ravens that look like crows and some other birds too. And there are those two goslings, still adorable. Obviously, even when they grow up and become adults like this, they look elegant. But I like them when they're little ones, fluffy ones. Look at that. The moorhen there. In the nest, there is a little chick, and the moorhen was feeding just a while ago, and now the bird has rested on it to protect the chick, to keep it warm. Maybe it's too little to come out on its own. So maybe if I could have a better angle, I would be able to show you, but it's not lucky enough. Like the nest is covered in reeds. Now look at this, isn't it amazing? The water is not perfectly still because the birds are waddling along, but still, look at the image of the sky, clouds, houses, plants, everything. The reflection on water. It's amazing. Those yellow flowers and their reflection on water. And then now these birds disturbed the water, like creating waves, but still, look at that, amazing. Look here, the houses on this part of the canal, they have this terrace on their backyard where you can relax watching birds on the canal, taking a sip of tea early in the morning, or maybe any other drink would be fine. Just a good place to spend time. Wonderful. Look at these purple flowers dangling down on water. Looks good. And here we have a substation. Look at that. Those transformers, capacitors and all. Fans to cool down the system. This substation is it controls the supply for this area, I guess, and then there are signs telling you not to go near. Danger of death, keep out. It's clearly written. Look at the electric shock. You could get electrocuted if you try to trespass. And look at this bridge, narrow bridge for cyclists and pedestrians. And there's a new sign here, caution, runners ahead. So this track is used by not only pedestrians but runners who run along. Now I'll leave the canal and divert towards the other side. I don't know if I diverted at the right place. Look at this. Wow, these purple flowers, wild flowers. They look so wholesome. Oh wow, look here what I have for you. Right across on the other side. Let me zoom in slowly. Can you see those lotuses blooming over there? Wow, that one. Those are lotuses. I think you can identify them from their flat, broad leaves as well, floating on water. And that one is almost a full bloom. And on this side as well, a few birds. And this one, almost a full bloom. Wow, lotuses, folks. Amazing. I'm glad that I could show you this. Look at this milestone. This says Leeds 122.25 miles, and on this side we have Liverpool 5 miles. So if you add 122.25 and 5, that makes 127.25 miles. So 127 times 1.6, that makes almost 200 kilometers. And those flowers, the yellow ones, are they lotuses too? Because they have flat leaves floating like this as well. And the only plant that bears flowers on water that has flat leaves like this I know is lotus. Sorry about that. But like this looks amazing. Those yellow flowers look beautiful too. And those white ones on the bush, and those red roses in someone's garden there. Look at this duckling chasing insects. Okay. It'll jump and try to catch mosquitoes and gnats and other sort of insects. And the mama duck is guarding this little one. Look at that, look at that. Oh wow, so agile. Can you see that? It's looking at me as well. Now I realize that I overshot because I arrived here, and if you remember, someday I had posted this very house on my Facebook post. Look at these flowers, amazing. And this house is also like really lovely, just at the vicinity of the canal. And these yellow flowers, beautiful. These ones too. Could have made a bouquet out of them. This breeze is the most beautiful of the breezes in this side of this part of the canal. And I know I overshot. I should have diverted before, but it was worth it. I got to show you those lotuses. So I'll take my course to this side. And these lawns, like in the onset of spring, these lawns would be full of these white little flowers. You can see still some of them are there. Look at that. It's a house cat. Whoa, amazing. Now it'll run away. That was amazing. I took a trail. So, hey kitty, come here, look at that, how it's looking at me. Look there. It's just staring straight at me. Maybe it was going to hunt down some mice into the jungle, maybe, or some birds as well. But when it saw me, it went back and hid there. It looks lovely. Hey kitty, come here. Meow, meow, meow. And here we have a little rivulet, stream, brook, whatever you call it. Depends on the place where you are, but like full of garbage, needs conservation. This side garbage all. And that high rise tells us that we are somewhere near the town center. The path here is boggy. It rained yesterday and even this morning it was raining intermittently. So the track here is a little boggy at places. And you have to be careful because there are stinging nettle plants and I've got stung a few times. Thankfully today I'm wearing long trousers, so these stinging nettle, even I think they can sting even inside my trousers. No, they can't. So to protect yourself from this stinging nettle, in our part of the world, like, we just pluck these buds, we just nip the bud on the top and then cook as vegetable and eat. So people use it as like herbal medicine. And those people who have hypertension and high blood sugar, diabetic people, also consider it safe diet. And after all, it is organic. I've arrived here on this bridge and the railway tracks are here, and there are no trains incoming from this side, I guess. And this side we have Bootle and Seaforth station, if I'm not mistaken. And on that side we have Waterloo station. On that side where you can see the yellow light. And why not look at these yellow flowers too. The high rise that we saw earlier is right there in front of me, but I won't take you that way. Instead we'll take a right at this point. It's safe to cross because this is one way, only vehicles will come from that side, and when it's safe crossing, cross it from here. Oh no, this looks like a wood pigeon devoured by some hunting bird. And here I am at the Sefton Community Learning Service. I don't know what its function is. Maybe it works on like additional learning opportunities for the citizens. I'm not sure. And I'll show you one interesting thing here. The bus stops. Here, look at this. This is a bus stop. You have a small bench sort of thing here, but You can see people barely sitting here, and the buses that come along this route are these two, so 53 and 781. So this 53 goes to Crosby Islington via Crosby Road South, South Road, Oxford Road, Mersey View and Coronation Road, and the timings are given Mondays to Fridays. You can see these are the timings, and this 781 goes to Chesterfield High School. So here you can wait, look at the time. If the bus is coming, you can hop on and go to your destination. Look at this house. This is being renovated. No, I think it's complete, but you can see some bags of rubbish over there. So maybe the old tenant left and the housing company renovated it to sell, maybe, or to let it. And I have arrived here at the crossroads. From here it will take me just a 5-minute walk to the seashore. But the problem with this crossroad is, like, there is no pedestrian crossing. You can see this is weird, isn't it? No pedestrian crossing. Why? Why is it so? Aren't they concerned about our safety? Do you see? The pedestrian crossings could be up there and on this side further down, but not here. So since the vehicle has stopped, I'll just cross till this point. I'm safe, and I'll let it pass and cross quickly. Believe me, jaywalking is not safe. And I've come here at Liverpool Seafarers Centre. You can see the temperature is 14 degrees Celsius in summer. Like, this is the temperature in midwinter in our place. Jaywalking is not good. And then so this park looks like it's fallen into disuse, but I can see that there is a ramp where some lads like do cycling and surfboarding. What do we call it? Boarding? Like skateboarding. Sorry, couldn't catch that word. Now we are almost on the seashore. You can see those pink roses there. It's getting dark a little, but still the sun's already down, and we have this twilight. This will stay for maybe half an hour or so, so we won't be in trouble. And on my left we have Port of Liverpool. I'll show you from further down. Now this point beyond, we don't have houses, residential houses on this side. Oh, look at those clouds there. Looks like an abstract painting from a prominent painter. Look at that. From here you can see those cranes for loading and unloading container ships. and there is one whole heap of, like, stack of these containers over there. Can you see that? I don't know if it is safe to film here, but something I would definitely like to show you is the mural over there, the wall painting. You can call it a mural as well. And now these plants give the vibe of autumn gradually. Now today is the last day of June. Now from July, August, and around August, end of August, mid-September, I think, autumn begins. And that was when I came last year. It's almost been a year. Time flies like an arrow. Look at that magnificent mural. Here it depicts people going by their business, like some selling newspapers, and some are crossing the river or maybe with their dogs, and a ship there, and a train. So this is one very big mural on the wall, and there are notices all over like this. This give you information about this mural, the Waterloo Murals project. This mural, the first in a series, tells the story of the 20th century from 1900 to 1914 by depicting icons connected to the area. Further murals will continue the story through to the early part of the 21st century. So overhead railway, 5 lamps, Wilson's grocers, electric trams, cormorant is this bird. So this board gives you certain information on the mural. And what's going on here? Like, there are vehicles with emergency lights blinking. I don't know. This lady officer, so maybe I'll try and ask her if she's. Oh, this is an ambulance. Oh, emergency ambulance. This is not a red emergency. I'm just filming for a blog. Am I not allowed?
Sorry, it's an ongoing investigation.
Oh, there is an investigation going on.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go up there. Sorry.
All right, no worries. Like, I can't film, but I can walk, right?
You're not allowed. Well, even if you go up here, even if you go up here, you won't be able to get past anyone else. They'll just tell you to turn around.
All right. Thank you very much, officer. See you again. So you heard the officer saying that there is an investigation going on for a crime, and I don't know what's gone wrong. There must be some serious business going on there. Otherwise, they would at least allow me to walk, because I have walked that way several times up to the radar, like the lighthouse or radar, whatever you call it there. But now she stopped me right here, means something serious is going on. Look there, the yellow and blue lights flashing. Earlier the police officer did not allow me to go along that part, like people are walking there, but from there she said that they would ask me to return. That's why I did not go that way. But you can see the lights flashing, and as she said, there is something some investigation going on, maybe for a crime. So in summer, people go to beach and then things happen. No worries at all. Not if that way I could take you to the seashore along this way, having a good view of the lake. And there's this lake house. The lake house, after your adventure, you can just get in and take a sip on your favorite drink, order some food. This is a lovely place to be. Sun's already gone down, and due to the lighting conditions, you might not view it as like it would be in broad daylight when the sun is shining, but still good to see. From this point, the flashing lights of the emergency vehicles, police vehicles, ambulances, and there. And you can hear when the waves crash into the rocks here, it creates a sweet music sort of thing. Can you hear that? Oh, it's rhythmic. And those structures, red cranes, just to load and unload containers on freighters or cargo ships or container ships, whatever you call them. Now, one thing I find common in our culture and this culture is we also build like benches, generally platforms, resting platforms under trees called chautari. And here also people build these sort of benches, keep these sort of benches in memory of their departed ones, loved ones. I won't read the name of the departed person, but the lines written here make us feel really touched, like a place for us to feel close to you on land when we need a hug or to hold your hand. We find your footprints in the sand. Isn't it amazing? Like, so this is like sort of anthropological similarities, I would say. And this is a children's play area. During the daytime, on holidays, you can see children accompanied by their parents and guardians playing here. A lovely, safe place for children to play. I think I won't take you to the seashore because you've seen that seashore on my other vlogs as well. So instead, we'll move towards Waterloo town center because it's getting dark. So I'll take a right from here, and you see the lights are already on in Waterloo. And one interesting thing happened to me when I came here first in September. You can see that those trees and white flower like things on them, and at first I thought they were flowers, but when I went close, like, this is the lower part of their leaves, and when the wind turns the leaves to the other side, the lower part is exposed and it is white, so from a distance they look like they are in full bloom. That fooled me for the first time. Lights are on. This street lamp has a retro look, and CCTV cameras monitoring on all sides. Look here on this pole. And on top as well. It's safe to cross here because most of the vehicles will take a turn to this side from here. As I told you, you can see the vehicles take a turn this side because there's no through road on this side. Only the residents go towards that way. Now, this is Waterloo Town Centre. It's called South Road as well. And there's this pub called Marine Bar and Kitchen. You can come here to watch sports and enjoy your drink. And the Serbia versus England, Sunday 16th June, 8 p.m. So today you can watch the game live here. They are showing. And all the restaurants, takeaway, grills and bars. This side, Turkish and Mediterranean bar and grill. So this is main town area, and this is professional dog grooming salon. If you look at the dogs, like, you might as well say, I wish I had a dog's life. Looks like somewhere live music going on. Sounds like this one Rattis bar, maybe Irish American bar. The sound of music is coming from this side, and there's a pub, like, you can see the Sky Sports logo. You can watch the game here as well. It's 7 minutes after 10 and there's still daylight. It's amazing. Look at that. Restaurants gleaming with lights, decorated with little diamond-like lights. This bus goes to city center, Liverpool. This is from the company Stagecoach. You can see that there are basically two companies on this region, Arriva and this is Stagecoach. Double-decker buses to reduce the amount of traffic on the roads. Now when I look at these double-decker buses, I wish we could make wise decisions like this as well, but instead what we are doing is we are increasing the amount of traffic by adding private vehicles and smaller public vehicles too. So that is not done. That's not a wise decision. That will increase traffic jams because we don't follow lane rules, and when there are more vehicles, of course, it means the roads will be clogged. And I have arrived at Waterloo Station. This is Waterloo Station, pretty plain. Like you have to just climb down the stairs to access this station. But I heard that Liverpool Baltic station is being constructed. It will be completed by 2027, I guess. There you could access the trains right from the road. So I don't know whether that will be safe or not, but sounds amazing. So the tracks here, on this side the trains from Southport to Liverpool and further away, and there's one coming from Liverpool to Southport. Let's see. Just 4 carriages. And passengers alighting. These trains run till maybe past 11 or quarter to 12. So if you want to hop on and keep going, you can come here. This is Waterloo Station. Once you get off at this station, you can see the hidden gems of Waterloo. This is the war memorial, and Waterloo seafront and all. The Anthony Gormley's another place, Crosby Lake and all. Local area information given here, like buses from stop A, from stop B and stop C. So tourist information. It's almost dark now, and right by the station you have this Home Bargains shop, top brands, bottom prices. Why I'm showing you this is I read somewhere the owner of this chain of stores was the richest man in England, in the UK, not only in England. I'm not quite sure whether he was the richest or the second richest, but like he is in top 3. The Liverpoolians are rich. Yeah, they are stinking rich. And there's a Nepali restaurant here. It looks it's closed. Today is Sunday, so I don't know they close on Sunday here. But the one that is in the house where I live closes on Tuesdays and then open throughout the week. So this one's closed. This Dagurka, it's a Nepalese restaurant, and some takeaway here, naan, wraps, shawarma, and all. And that blue bus 53 to Liverpool, that belongs to Arriva. Earlier I talked to you about 2 operators, bus service operators. So that's one of them. And there's a place to chill, a pub, and a letting agency. This is the mobile repairing. This belongs to a British citizen of Pakistani origin. Like, I went there earlier to get my phone repaired, but I couldn't get it repaired, so I just gave it for recycling and got a new one. And this is the Liver, lovely one, a pub right at the A565. And the plaza, the red light you see, that's the community cinema. It's just like 2 minutes walk from my place. So I walked a lot today. And one good thing about cinemas here is they are censored and then categorized, given license according to the age. Like, you have 13 plus, 15 plus, and you have 18 plus as well, 15 rated films. Earlier they had 18 rated, but you needed an ID, proof of your age document, to watch that. So Horizon and American Saga and the Garfield movie showing right now. Oh, it's already dark. You see the lights are on, street lights are on. And this is Crosby Community Library here. Read a book. And Waterloo Primary School, and managed by the head teacher, Mrs. R. Baldwin, a leader in education, lady leadership, women in leadership position. And this church looks lovely. The architecture it gives the ancient vibes. And just by the church we have these apartments, block of apartments, and this is one studio apartment here. Could cost you about 1,000, more than 1,000 pounds a month. Sky Gardens. Alright, I have arrived almost where I had started. Just a few minutes walk. Look at this one, Your Flower Company. Come with me. This is amazing. Look at that. Wow. Isn't it beautiful? Like, and these people are on Facebook, Twitter, which is X now, and Instagram. Like, every business is on the social media platforms. Now, do you remember this church? This is where I started from. And there's a chain of food retails called Tesco. That's here, just opposite to the house where I live. And there's a copy spot. You can get your documents printed in color, like make flexes, flex boards and all, everything. Here there's a toy store, already closed, and the bus stop is right in front of the house where I live. And then this is the restaurant, the Mount Gurkha, and it's closed. Our brothers are there shaking hands, closed for today. This is the bus stop, and this was where I started, and it's dark now. Thank you for being with me. Please share this video with your friends if you like it. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to watch these vlogs, sometimes casual vlogs, and some language test preparations. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you next day. Take care. Enjoy.